Let's talk about an energy audit. Where is your energy going? When I was in my burnout recovery, I couldn't figure out where to start. And when there's so much to cover in your recovery between your physical health and your cognitive brain, like decision fog, and just that exhaustion and overwhelm, the emotional categories of just identifying what is going on with you, and then the relationship sector of distrust and who is in your inner circle. There was so much going on. So, when you can do an energy audit, you can actually kickstart this journey and feed the need and refuel where your energy thrives. So, when you're in burnout, in that survivorship mode, it's easy to lose sight that this is energy, that this energy comes and flows, that you have highs and lows, and that you can give, but you also have to receive. Otherwise, that energy cycle is broken. So, when you're waking up exhausted and you go through the motions every day, at the end of the day, you're going to be drained. Midday, you're already drained. And you're wondering kind of what happened. And then you do this day after day after day. And you're trying to address your burnout. You're trying to recover from burnout, but you're not addressing the energy, where it's draining, where it's gaining. And so that's where this energy audit's really going to help you in this recovery plan. It's going to reclaim control of where your energy thrives. And why I'm making a video on this is it's going to be very specific to you. So I can't tell you exactly what to do to gain energy because everyone gains energy in different ways. For example, I'm very social and I thrive with forward moving, progressive, optimistic type of people. So my drainers are the opposite. If I get stuck at home too long, if I'm not interacting with people, if I'm around a bunch of Debbie Downers that I have to keep pulling up, those are drainers to me. Yours might actually be the opposite. Yours might be, I thrive at home. I'm more of an introvert. I like when I can have think time and time to create by myself. And so that might be your energy zone. So a good way to start this audit is just by tracking it. What are you doing in your week, activity-wise, that are highs, that re-energize you? And where in your activities or even in your days is it low? And when you write that down, everything that you do from work tasks to household chores to your obligations, your distractions, your social interactions, even your downtime, for each activity, I want you to level it. So 1, it's draining. 2, depending on where you are today, your state of mind, it can be draining or energizing. And then 3, energizing. I want you to rate each activity. Is it draining or is it energizing? Or depending on the day, it's that mid-range, that 2. And then when you are feeling energized or when you're feeling neutral or when you're feeling drained, you can start to take actions. You can start to take actions in that time of day. You can take actions to reroute that activity that's draining or figure out someone else to do it or talk to someone so that you don't have to do it as frequent as you do today. So once you identify these patterns and what you need to reroute, right? So you want to reroute the 1s, the drainers, and you want to do more of the 3s, the energizers. You can start to eliminate and minimize the energy drains. And then you can focus on high impact tasks. So it doesn't mean you have to be energized all the time, but it means that you can honor that energy when it does show up. You can honor that energy at the time of day that it wants to peak. And then these energy boosters will actually elongate throughout the day. So say, I'm not a morning person, but I know a lot of people are a morning person. Say they get their most focus and creativity and energy in the morning before all the distractions come into play, before all the things that might throw them off come into light. And so that's their energy zone. So they should be doing things that are going to move them forward in the morning. Versus me, I'm a little bit more drained in the morning when I wake up, even though I'm doing great healthy things. It's just not my time of day. My energy zone is actually more in that evening zone. And so my energizers, my creativity zone is in that, and I'm going to honor that energy. So that means I can't give that energy away in the morning. So I might exercise and move and do some of those healthy things in the evening, way before bedtime, so I'm not all jacked up for bedtime, but I will not deplete my battery before the evening, because that's actually my energy zone where I'm going to do probably the best work in my movement, in my exercise, in my creativity. So an energy audit really reveals those hidden drainers that we need to recognize and reroute, and what life kind of throws at you. You kind of get those under control. And then it creates a roadmap for sustainable energy management, honoring the times that you actually feel good, right? So that you have battery left to honor that time, so that you're not doing drainers in the energy zones, right? You're negating that natural energy. And then just trialing this out, just awareness of your highs and lows, and trying out what fits in your lifestyle is going to start to move you forward. Because I was doing all the things. I was doing all the self-growth work and listening to podcasts and reading, and I was finally moving again and eating healthy, and it was so much, it actually was stressing me out. And what I didn't realize is I'm not just trying to get in a healthy balance and a healthy state of mind. I have to honor my energy. I have to manage my own energy. And I was trying to replicate what other people were doing, and I realized my energy flow is different than them. So I took those tips and techniques, and you'll see it all around on this page. But I want to just premise this with: this energy audit is specific to you. It's being very aware and then honoring your energy drainers, your energy boosters, and your energy zones throughout the week. Feed the energy.